a cool Taiwanese treat. It's just one cultural activity that director Cece Su hopes to teach her 13-year-old daughter and other students at this Washington, D.C. Taiwanese School summer camp.
You just gotta tuck the edges in, make a kind of smooth skin on top.
Many here are the children or grandchildren of Taiwanese immigrants. When they are not at camp, Sue says she's happy these students can see people who look like them on screen.
I'm really enjoying the representation that is being put into the media.
Is this what you wanted?
Shang-Chi, where now Asian and Asian Americans can be superheroes.
Sue can relate to some of the scenes in Disney's new TV show, Americanborn Chinese.
I remember having my name mispronounced. I absolutely remember having a brand new Asian student, Chinese student actually, come to my elementary school, and me getting dragged out of class to be the guide for this brand new student.
Is there a Jim Wang here?
Wang.
This is Wayne Chung.
Wei Chen.
He's a new student and he's Chinese, like you. He's gonna tag along to all of your classes.
Some Hollywood productions have been accused of self-censoring to avoid angering Beijing and improving their chances of capturing the large Chinese movie market, but that seems to have changed.
They realized that it's not as automatic as they thought. And the kinds of investment and sort of kowtowing that would require was no guarantee that it was going to happen.
Because access to the Chinese market is not guaranteed.
I love a grand adventure.
Hollywood seems to stick with universal themes when telling Asian American stories. More Asian American films and shows might also be due to anti-Asian hate incidents that made headlines during the pandemic, says Chinese YouTuber Yao Zhang, who resides in Canada.
Some people, especially Chinese people, wants to show the world that we are not all spies.
Some of these students would like to see more characters with backgrounds like theirs.
Well, I usually just think of myself as either Asian American or Taiwanese American. I don't really identify with Chinese American that much.
Asians are the fastest growing racial and ethnic group in the U.S. There's also a growing number of Asian Americans now working in Hollywood, says a Hong Kong film studies professor, Jason Koh.
We're seeing a new generation of talent, who's kind of grown up in the industry, since the 90s and 2000s, who are kind of reaching that level in the industry where they have that sway.
We're 3 generations in, at least on the East Coast, where if a child wants to be something other than a doctor, lawyer, and engineer, that is acceptable. We won't try to push you out of it.
Outside of camp, Sue's daughter dabbles in acting, recreationally for now. Elizabeth Lee, VOA News, Washington.